The Deschutes County Search and Rescue is one of the busiest in the entire state of Oregon, and today we're going to give you a behind-the-scenes tour of where they work. It's right behind the store. Hi, Scott.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Good. So this is it. This is the behind the scenes for us, right?
This is where we start at. All of our missions generally generate from when we're at home. One of us is on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we're always there. And what happens is generally one of us gets a call at home if we're not on duty, or we'll take the call from when being on duty. And a lot of times we'll come directly here because this is kind of the nerve center of how we start our operation. So one or two of the deputies and myself will be in here along with some of our volunteers, and we'll get the initial information on where we're going to go and what we're going to do. One of the programs that we have here now is a newer one that we're working with the Forest Service on, and we were able to get this. We're utilizing Google Earth, and it'll provide us with the trail numbers. We can decide where we're going to put our containment, where we're going to have our folks go, where we're going to move them to. If our missing subject maybe is somewhere in here, we know that we're going to want to run some kind of containment around this area. So we have most of our equipment stored out here, and I'd love to take you out and show you.
Let's go.
When you go out in the field, you're going to come in here, you're going to grab a radio that we're going to issue to you. You're going to grab an avalanche beacon that we're going to issue to you. You're going to grab a shovel that we're going to issue to you, and we're going to grab a snow probe. Yeah. You don't leave the building without it. That's just our rules. And out you go with the equipment, and you'll come from here, typically, into the bay. And then we turn around. If you're doing things in the winter, this is a medical rig that we have set up. It's a sled that goes behind the snowmobiles. And then you have the ATVs that are set up exactly the same way. We have a dive team, and this is just one of the stations that we have. The divers can come in and refill up their bottles if they need it. And a little bit later, I'll take you out. We have a trailer that's fully equipped for the divers. Mackenzie, if you open this one up for me. So this is actually our Swiftwater trailer, and what happens is, depending on the mission that we're going to run, we will go to one of a variety of trailers, and we hook up and it's quicker for us to go. There's a Zodiac in here, there's wetsuits in here, there's all kinds of flotation devices, throw bags, and so what we utilize this for, again, like I say, if I've got a water rescue mission, this is what we go to start with. So this one is just pre-staged with snowmobiles, and we'll take those out for us. And typically right now there's 3, the shops is working on one of them now, but typically there's 4 snow sleds in here. They're all the same size. Our volunteers are very, very dedicated to what they do. Over 30,000 hours last year.
So this is what you guys use when you're out in the field and you can't bring your command center with you?
Correct. What we do is we'll, a lot of times, initially start things there, and then we'll move this to the scene. And basically everything that you have in there, we have in here on a smaller scale, is where we're at.
Yeah, I see computers, your walkie-talkies and everything like that.
Right. What happens is we can fire all the computers up. There's 5 different radios in here. We can monitor multiple channels for all kinds of operations going on. Typically what happens is when you're running a large mission, you break it down into sections so people can be in charge of it. Okay. So you have a planning. Operations is who actually runs the mission. So you'll have somebody here in operations with the radio bank talking to people. Depending on how large the operation is, we'll staff over here, and we'll have a scribe that keeps track of everybody. And then that scribe will keep track of everything that goes on the board. So there's a little bit more manual work in here than we do in the main office. But we take all of our folks and we can move them on the board, and we'll log the information of what happens here, and then we'll also log it into a computer. So we have a small plotter in here so we can do maps, and we have printers and scanners and everything that we can do. And I was teasing you earlier, everybody is assigned different positions within here, and so this is the incident commander's vest. And so when you come to work here and we're running a large mission, you get to be the incident commander.
I want it right now.
Yep. So you're in charge now.
All right.
There's always a twist in every mission. None of them are consistent. They're never straightforward. There always is a twist.
Well, thanks so much for showing us around. I know you guys have a lot of volunteers to get some stuff done with, and you're busy too.
We would. It's a pleasure having you here. Thank you.
Nice to see you.